What's your name?
My name's Alan. Alan Holland.
How long have you lived in the community?
I've been in the community over 30 years. Yeah.
And so as you know, like part of the reason why we're out here is because we want to get the community's input, specifically the men and young men of the community in topics like health and safety.
Okay.
But before that, like I want to know what does a safe community look like to you?
A safe community looks like us be able to walk around the neighborhood nice and lit. You know, not just because USC is down the street, or just because they kids and they ones that once walk in the community, then y'all start putting up cameras and, you know, worrying about gunshots and worrying about, you know, different issues all of a sudden. Because at one time they were supposed to leave USC back in the early 90s, but they changed the name to Mid-City and all these other names or whatnot to try to, because nobody want to say that, you know, USC's in South Central, you know. So just with the name, the 24, 26 letters of the alphabet would just be manipulated around, you know. Everybody starts staying, and then they start putting money back into it, and USC bought down there as far as 32nd Street area, you know. But that's what safety means to me, because I go in other neighborhoods, and it's sad to say that you have to leave your neighborhood to go into another neighborhood. For example, Beverly Hills, Rodeo, not even Lamert Park in them areas, you know, is safe enough to walk around because they don't have enough police presence, or even just because I'm walking down the street, or, you know, I don't feel threatened to say, you know, oh, yeah, here come a brother walking down the street. For my safety, for myself. Or even a Hispanic brother walking down too, to say, you know what, hey, that's my brother, not feeling no kind of way about it, you know. That's what safety means to me, as far as just walking and to say, okay, you know, you don't have to think about twice and say, that person coming towards you, who are they? You know, you just walk because, you know, that's what you want to. I mean, other people don't have to worry about all that. I'm sure in their communities they do, but it's not to the level that we got to worry about it, you know, as far as the safety issue. Because just because we walk down the street, as far as safety that you're speaking of, the police could drive by and just want to stop you just because you walking in your neighborhood because you feel like walking 10, 11 o'clock at night. All these other places, I go to the club in Santa Monica and other places, we walk around 2, 3 in the morning, leaving the club at 2, 3 o'clock. And they don't stop us because the community, they already know they have so many people down the street, so many police down the street. You can't go a block and a half or 2 blocks without seeing another one. But over here, the only time we see them is when crime or something is happening. Oh, I see a black man walk, so now they're going to come now because USC is down the street. I've been living over here for over 30 years, like I said before. You know, USC been here. I remember when we was down the street too, 36 again, another place. I was my son age, 11, 12. Used to hear the people them lock their door, click, 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 click. You hear their doors locking when you crossing the street, you know. Now, because they professors used to stay in houses around here, professor kids used to go to school, to my kids' school. But that was at one time. It's not like that no more. You know, it's changed quite a bit. That's as far as, well, what changes, you know, they start moving back out into their neighborhood. Our people, they sell their houses, then they buy it back. They raise the prices so much or whatnot. And now all of a sudden you can't come back in your neighborhood to come buy the same house you moved out of like about 10 years ago because they want to come back into the community again, you know, other people. You know, I don't want to sound racial or anything like that, but, you know, those people know who we're speaking of. Because if it don't affect you, you don't have to worry about it. But if it affects you, you know who we talking about, because that's how ones that want to talk, you know.
Have you seen this a lot?
I've seen it a lot. I've been seeing it, you know. I've been seeing it. Why I stay? Because, I mean, like I said, it's my neighborhood. I've been here. I don't know nothing else. If I go somewhere else, I'm going to be a stranger in that neighborhood, just like anywhere else you go. But this time over here, you know, I could go to a hamburger dance or any other store because I've been there since I was little. They know me. You know, that's safety. You know, you try to stay in your comfort zone.
And it's been very difficult to sometimes get like the men and the young men of the community to get involved, to get them to participate into like certain community events. What do you feel would be like the catch, or what would be a good strategy or motivate them to come?
A good motivation is this right here that you guys doing right now. That's a positive motivation. Because that one, like I said, you know, you like either you belong to something or you don't belong to something. And when you guys participate the way how you guys are dialoguing with people in the community, that goes to show, because everybody got the internet, they got their phones, and so when they start scrolling on certain things and they see you guys talking to people that look like me, or they see somebody look like them, you're like, damn, those are the same cat, and everybody else got the same views. So why not, let's probably say hi to my neighbor next time, just because of what I've seen on YouTube or what I've seen on my phone or whatever. They're not bad, they got the same views I do, they just look different, their hair just look different, but they got the same heart. And that would be a nice thing, a positive thing.
What does a healthy community look like to you?
A healthy community look, again, like I said, with the proper food in the neighborhood for us to don't just give us the leftovers that not even Albertson, that fresh food and all them other places didn't want, and then we get the leftovers over here by Food for Less or anywhere else, or even Ralph's around the community, just because it's our community. Oh, we're gonna give them this, because I know sometimes I've seen the product at different places that I stop in the stores. They look totally, it's the same package, but if you look at the interior of the product, it's totally different. I don't know how they be able to, but they do something to it. I know that. Sometimes it's sad, again, like I said, to even go out your community to go shop at a different grocery store, because they got different products there and different, entities inside of it that you're not going to be getting. I'm not saying, it is like that, but I am saying it is too. Because some people might feel threatened by that, what I'm saying, but that's the reality of it.
How does it affect the community?
It affects the community a lot because, again, like I said, my kids, it affects the community because, I would love to see the community to come together as one. As one. Not as two or three or, as one. It affects the community quite a bit. And that has a lot to do with big businesses that's around the community. Because what they do is they just come and bleed the community, and they just go back into their little big house somewhere else other than the community. Even the police, same thing. If we get the same ones that live around us to say they live here as well, that'll be, at least they'll try to take care of their own community too, because their kids got to walk down the street, or their sister kids got to walk down the street. So we want to make sure the community is safe for everybody, But again, we got to go out our neighborhood to get those type of things, and even the people who are here, who are renters, even these people, I think, should have an obligation to the community too. If you got houses and things that you rent to people in the community that you bleeding, you should be able to have some type of money set aside for them to have a nice park around the neighborhood, or to have some kind of community center where everybody could go there. Because sometimes if you don't have cable, you're not able to see certain things on TV no more. At one time, you used to be able to see, this is Black History Month, you used to be able to come home. I remember coming home from school on the regular Channel 7, or even PBS. They used to have nice, informative information on there. If it's Latino Heritage Month, they'll have informative things on there. But now they don't, you gotta have internet, or you gotta have, some type of satellite dish to receive these type of things, And it affects the community quite a bit, because if you don't see things that look like you, they start to become foreign to you. And if you get different ideas about these foreign people that look like you have misconceived notions about these people, and that's where everybody start having, I didn't know, these people over here, they just like this. But you don't know that because of what you see on the news, again, because the news have a lot to do with it too. Because the news just come around in our community, and in fact our community, they only come around when there's negative things going on. We want the news to come around when there's positive things going on too, so that they can see another side of the coin, not just the bad stuff. They say, well, you know what? I wouldn't mind investing my money down there in, by King Boulevard or by Jefferson, not just because they're gonna get a return on it, but because it's gonna make themselves better, and it's gonna make the community better. And then we don't have to come out of our community to go into your community to go do what we need to do to get the best schools and best product. We could stay in our community and get the same thing. And you still benefiting because you're getting paid on one end, meanwhile you're sleeping, your stocks and everything else. And we getting benefits because our kids are getting the best help that they could possibly get. Because, don't get it twisted, money is everything right now. It's like oxygen, man. If you don't have it, the way how they make it, you really can't do too much. You got to stay right here. And if we stay right here in our community, we don't have a problem if it's good,